Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to take a clear and accurate tour of the current Google NotebookLM interface. We will understand the notebook homepage, the notebook workspace, the sources panel, the chat area, the studio panel, and the best navigation practices based on the latest interface. Let's start from the very beginning. When you open NotebookLM, the first screen you see is the NotebookLM home page. This page shows featured notebooks at the top and your recent notebooks below. From here, you can open an existing notebook or create a new one using the Create New button. Each notebook represents one project, one topic, or one learning goal. Here, I have created few notebooks. If you want to delete the notebook, then click on the three dots and click on Delete button. Next, you can create a new notebook using either Create a New Notebook option or Create New button at the top. Once you click on Create New Notebook, you enter the notebook workspace. The notebook workspace is divided into three main vertical sections. On the left, you have the Sources panel. In the center, you have the Chat area. And on the right, you have the Studio panel. Now let's go through each section one by one. First, the Sources panel. The Sources panel is where you add and manage all your source material. You can add sources such as PDF files, websites, YouTube videos, audio files, Google Docs, and Google Slides. You will also see options to search the web for new sources and use deep research features when available. All uploaded and saved sources appear in this panel. This panel is critical because NotebookLM only answers questions based on the sources listed here. If no sources are added, NotebookLM will not generate answers. Now let's move to the center of the screen, the chat area. The chat area is where you interact with your notebook using natural language. You can ask questions, request summaries, compare ideas, or ask for explanations based on your sources. When no sources are added, you will see a message asking you to upload a source to get started. Once sources are added, NotebookLM responds with grounded answers and clear inline citations from your documents. This chat is not a general chatbot. It is strictly tied to the sources inside your notebook. Now let's look at the Studio panel on the right side. The Studio panel is used to transform your sources into different output formats. From here, you can generate things like audio overviews, video overviews, mind maps, reports, flashcards, quizzes, infographics, and slide decks. This is where NotebookLM goes beyond chat and becomes a learning and content creation tool. Any generated output from the studio is saved inside the notebook for future reference. You will also see an option to add notes, which lets you manually store important insights. Now let's talk about navigation best practices based on this interface. First, always add sources before asking questions. NotebookLM is source first. Without sources, nothing works. Second, use one notebook per topic. Do not mix unrelated documents inside the same notebook because NotebookLM treats everything in one notebook as connected. Third, use the chat area to explore and understand, and the Studio panel to convert understanding into structured outputs. Fourth, review citations carefully when accuracy matters, especially for study, research, or business decisions. To summarize this lecture, the home page helps you manage notebooks. The Sources panel stores your documents. The chat area lets you interact with sources. The Studio panel transforms sources into learning and content assets. This structure is what makes NotebookLM different from normal AI chat tools. In the next lecture, we will create a notebook together and add our first real sources step by step.